I'm eating a sandwich. Oh shit, that's hot. This sandwich too hot for me. I'm sorry, I just needed to get it all off my chest, because I'm just sitting here. I spend 6 hours a day in a cage. I just got my limbs all twisted up like that, like a pretzel. And you gotta just get yourself out. And when you stretch out your limbs, it sounds like popcorn. Because you're not old yet, but you fucking feel like it, It's all because we have such shitty diets and probably shitty living conditions too. There's plastic in the food, in the water. By the time a baby is born, it's already got plastic in its blood and its brain, and that's why all the cancer is so everywhere. That's why we're all dying like this. It's just going to keep going until the cancer rate's 100%. We're killing ourselves. But our time on this planet has always been limited. Time of anything on this planet has always been limited. You think the dinosaurs plan on being here forever? They were here longer than we've been here, though, I think. I don't know. I'm not a dinosaur doctor. Let me eat my fucking sandwich. Do you ever get in touch with the monkey part of your brain? And when you're eating something, you're pretending you're picking up a small animal and devouring it alive? Do you make little noises when you're chewing it? Do you go, so you can really feel like a fucking savage ape? Like, say this sandwich is a tiny chicken-like creature. And I'm this hunched-over little goblin dude who's, prancing around the farmer's farm. And he's gone to bed and there's a chicken coop and he doesn't know there's a chicken out. And I reach out from the darkness and I grab it and it goes, and I bite into its neck. Just eat it alive. That's how our ancestors did it. And that's how we should do it. I think we should all live in packs. And there should be dense wilderness in between each of these settlements. So you have no rational incentive to leave the village or leave the pack or whatever. We need to start by bombing all of our cities. Not with the people in them. I mean, anybody who wants to stay, they're welcome to, but the government, or, you know what? My government is going to say, alright, you got 30 days to leave. We're going to bomb it whether you leave or not. And there's going to be all these people surrounded around the city when I hit the detonator and blow up every metropolitan city. Just turn them all into, rubble. And then I'll say, hit the bricks, assholes. You're living out there in the woods. And then it's going to be 200 years of people surviving and dying out in the woods. The strong will survive, the weak will die. You've been stuffing your face with Whoppers for 30 years, and now your gut drags on the floor. You can't find your balls anymore. You are not going to survive out there. You're going to get taken down by a pack of wolves. I can imagine you waddling through the desert with like 30 coyotes stuck all over your body going, ah, and then they're going to get you. They're going to get you hard, man. But then the guy who's been hitting the gym, he's gonna die too because he doesn't have his steroids. But the guy who's been hitting the gym without the steroids, he's gonna make it. And then there's gonna be this skinny guy who doesn't have any. He's not physically strong by any means, but he knows how to filter water. He knows how to forage for berries. He's gonna be everybody's bitch, but he's gonna be the one keeping everybody alive. So when they eat him for cannibalism, or when they accidentally kill him because everybody fucks that guy because he can't, fend off the other ones. Because, you can die from internal bleeding from getting fucked too hard. That guy's going to die, and then you're not going to have any food, you're not going to have any berries, and it's going to be a world of meat. And what you're going to do is you're going to have to eat everybody else. And it's not going to be pleasant. But by that point, you will have already reverted to your monkey state, your primal savage state. You're going to eat everybody else. It's not going to be fun. We're not going to like it. But it's going to have to be what's done. And then the crocodiles will emerge from their swamps and get a taste for human flesh. And human flesh, do you know how much protein is packed in human flesh? You can get super jacked just by eating people. Have you ever seen a cannibal? Those guys have muscles like one of those fucking shaved chimpanzees. So when the crocodiles gorge themselves on the flesh of men, they will become super jacked crocodiles. Eventually they're going to grow longer legs. They're just going to swagger around on their two legs like that. And before you know it, we'll have dinosaurs. And the world will revert back to the good old days when it was cavemen versus dinosaurs. And then that will restore the natural order of things. Who will fill the void of a creature that can talk? Birds. The birds will learn how to talk because they can already talk. They just don't show it. They can go, and it's pretty much the same fucking thing. And then they are going to be the storytellers. They're going to observe, we saw the humans, they fought the monsters, and they ate each other, and all that. And eventually they're going to learn how to write, because beaks have incredible dexterity. So they are going to refine paper out of, their bird stuff, and then write down on it with ink made from human blood, because there's going to be plenty of bodies around there. You just pick up a human body, it's like picking up trash, it's everywhere. And they're going to write down our human stories. And eventually the greatest scholars of the birds, who are going to be those big tall ones with the feathers who walk around and literally they can talk like this if they could talk, and they will learn to talk because they're birds and they can talk. And they will write down all of the books that we have. All the greats, Treasure Island, and all the other ones. And they will recount these fictions as if they were history. And they will think that fiction was real. And when they watch movies, they'll think all that shit was real too. So eventually human history will become a mishmash of real history and fiction. And they'll talk about Darth Vader and Hitler joining forces to destroy the world with an army of, what's another, Klingons or Lord of whatever. A shitload of Agatha Christie books came to life and killed everybody, just smothering them. War and Peace. You jam War and Peace down somebody's throat, that's going to be a hell of a death. And, choking to death or death by asphyxia, whatever, strangulation, I think, is 5 minutes to death. You strangle somebody, it takes about 5 minutes to kill them. Do you know how hard somebody can fight when they're on the brink of death? That is some monkey man shit right there. I swear, people will turn into savages on the brink of death. It happens all the time. I've seen it all the time. We are fragile creatures, but we can last 5 minutes being strangled. Compare that to the jugular. You get your jugular cut, you got 2 minutes left to live. You get your femoral artery cut, you got 30 seconds left to live. 30 seconds. That is an incredible fragility of life. Especially when it can just happen by accident. Nobody has to shoot you or stab you for it to happen. You could just fall on the edge of something weird and get your femoral artery cut. And whoever's there is going to try, the blood is everywhere, and try to close you up. And no, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, you're dead. And shut up! It's just too much, man. We're just so fragile, but we're so resilient at the same time. We're robots made of meat. We can survive the weathering of the storm, but a little bug in our system is enough to shut us down completely. And I don't get that, man. Why isn't it one or the other? Why is it that we can survive such incredible things and die from such stupid shit? It doesn't make any sense. We don't make any sense. But when the birds and the books and the dinosaurs and the man-eating former humans, we're going to be like Morlocks from the Time Machine. H.G. Wells. That's all going to make sense because there are going to be rules there. There are no rules here. But in the future, with all that savagery, it's going to be the rules of you're strong, you live, you're weak, you die. And a lot of the weak people are the knowledgeable people. So when they die, the rest of us are going to be in the shit then. What are we going to do without all the doctors and scientists and engineers? They're already on their way out because everybody wants to be a fucking YouTuber. I don't know, man. I don't know. What if it wasn't dinosaurs and birds and all that? What if we just had to worry about mountain lions? There was a time when nobody would be caught dead outside of their houses without a gun or a sword or something, because you never know when a mountain lion's going to get you. You couldn't, just walking to another town would be risking your life because there were bandits everywhere. They wouldn't just point a gun at you and demand your stuff and then leave you alone. They would take all your stuff and then kill you just for shits and giggles. They would kill you because it's fun. They like killing people. That was commonplace back then. You had to be ready. That's where the term riding shotgun comes in, because the guy who sits next to the coach driver, he carried a shotgun. He was your first line of defense in case some shit went down. And that was a dangerous job, because most of the time that guy got killed first thing. And would there be more camaraderie among us if it were necessary to rely on your neighbor for protection? You got this guy's back, this guy's got your back, because you never know when some shit's going to kick down your door. I don't know. I mean, if we're going to go by the past, I'd say yes and no. Crisis brings out the best in people, crisis brings out the worst in people. So, roll of the dice. We got morals, animals don't. Oh, this fucking sandwich is cold.